Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM on a overcast day here in Melbourne on a Sunday. Of course, let's head further north from where we were before, and of course we're heading up to beautiful Townsville. Of course, being with the Bulldogs Premiership team that won the under 17 girls competition a couple of weeks ago, and of course we got of course a couple of very special guests joining us right now, including the coach of the team. Thanks all you for joining us. Well, obviously, coach, might as well start off with you first. Tell us a bit about the season.
Yeah, it was a very interesting season. We had a really good mix this year of some older heads like Tills at the back, best on ground. So we had a couple of older girls and some younger girls coming up through. So Myra on my left ended up being leading goal kick coming up from the younger age group. So really good mix. Yeah, and by the end of the year, we were playing some great footy. So a little bit challenging at certain times through the year. The team we beat in the grand final, dusted us in the semi-final by, I don't know, 4 or 5 goals. So it was a big challenge a couple of weeks later to come back and, yeah, we pretty much, wiped the floor with them in a grand final. So girls, magnificent effort.
Mm. So I need to ask you this. Obviously, you have to play every single week of the final series, including the prelim. Did
Yeah.
that sort of help your team, you know, keep like a bit of a routine heading to the grand final? Obviously, you knocked out the defending champs, Garbutt, in the prelim to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a combination. So Tilly and a couple of the girls were playing some senior women's finals at the same time as our youth girls finals. So we're a little bit disjointed. So I think Tilly and Rocket, Renee Ford, who's one of our other pretty prominent players, they didn't play the first or second one. Didn't play that one, yeah. So in the semi, we're missing a couple of key players, but as a coach, the best thing about that was the other girls really got to stand up. So even though we went down by a few goals, some of the girls who probably weren't quite prominent through the year really stood up and did some good things. So by the time we got to the grand final and a couple of the other girls come back in, and of course Ava was out injured. Yeah. So Ava's our vice captain and just snagged a casual four in the granny. So having that firepower come back into a grand final with a full crew showed how good the girls can be.
Was there any point in the grand final that you felt comfortable enough to enjoy the moment?
You never feel comfortable as a coach until the countdown's on and there's 3 minutes to go. But realistically, watching the game back, the girls destroyed it in the first quarter. So they actually would never have beaten us, in terms of past the first quarter. But you've got to stay switched on because we've had games, and I think Garbutt grand final last year, we were up half time or even early into the third quarter. And so one stage, I think we were about 4 or 5 goals up. We got overrun and got beaten by 3 or 4 goals in the last quarter. So you just don't want to give them a chance and make them believe and think they can do it.
Your team's been really successful in the competition up there in Townsville. Is there one particular premiership that means a little bit more than the others, or is there any differences between or similarities between the premierships that you've won?
No, I think in the past, now we've got a lot more young girls playing football. So some of the girls coming through are genuine footballers. I think everyone that's sitting here around me, a few years ago, you would have said that a lot of girls are just trying footy or hadn't seen it before. But I think we've got some really genuine football girls coming through. So the standard across the board of football we put out there is really good. A few years ago, Tills was playing, and Neve Ryan, who's one of the top Gold Coast Academy girls, they were pretty much really dominant players in our team. So we sort of had a few girls that were playing that more filled the gaps, whereas now most of the girls are good at footy and heading places and playing some senior women's footy.
Now, one more question for you, Coach, before obviously we get a chance to interview your amazing players behind you or beside you as well. Tell us about each of the four players and especially what they've been, what you hopefully see from them in the future.
Perfect. Well, we might start back left, and we'll get Tilly to come up in a minute. Can you see Tills? Wave, Tills. So Tilly came, started playing under 13s.
Yeah.
So Tills has only been in the system for 3 years, maybe three or 4 years.
4 years, maybe.
So Tills has been playing some senior women's football mainly of the last 2 years. But her leadership and being through the academy, Tills works really hard. She hasn't got a great deal of height, so she's got a great engine, really good tank, so she gets around the ground. But seeing Tills this year compared to 3 years ago, she's really smart on a footy field now and sets up really well behind the ball, but sort of knows when to attack. So I think you kicked 3 in the granny.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. So really played as a midfielder, ran a lot, sat behind the footy and kicked 3. So just showing the development of the understanding of how to play. Tills was amazing, which was really cool. Then to my left, Maya's going to give us a little wave. So Maya's just come back from Maroochydore, part of the Gold Coast Academy system. So came in this year as we 13 or 14, so 14? Yeah, so come into the under 17.5s as a 14-year-old and was a little bit timid, we should say, probably in the first few weeks, but we're really big on making sure we work to the girls' strengths. So Maya's got a crazy good lead, got great hands. Not many of the girls are really strong in the air, so identifying that early sort of combination of ruck and down forward. So between Maya on my left and Ava on my right, I think we kicked 90 odd goals for the year between these two girls. So just goes to show that we had a few different threats, but when Maya was in the middle, very mobile, so helped us out, especially in the grand final. Week 6, I would have said to win a grand final, we probably need Ava at centre half back and Maya in the ruck, or kicking 5 down forward. But Maya played ruck and roamed around and still kicked a couple. And then Ava was really important for us down forward and kicked about 40 goals this year. So she's been telling me for years she can play down forward, but I stuck her at half back and full back for a few years, and then she kicked 40. So I might let her stay down forward next year. So yeah, Ava's our vice captain. Whenever it's tough, Ava really stands up, and we did have to throw her down back in a few games. Really set an example for the girls, and she loves a scrap, should we say?
Yeah.
So it helps us down forward and down back the way she plays, and then back right holding the cup. Hold the cup. Yay! So Zoe is one of our captains. So we used to call it Zoe and Chloe show. So when Zoe first came down, one of her best friends, I put them down back because they couldn't be separated. You kind of have to leave them together. They felt a bit more comfortable and worked really well. So, but over the last couple of years, Zoe's really learned a lot about footy, positioning, played some senior women's footy, and got injured a few times this year. But the games that she played, we had a lot of senior players and people were watching going, girl's amazing. She just understands and sits in the right position all the time. And so her understanding of footy now, what do you have this year? Probably 130 bounces? Wait. One thing that I really push in the girls, you can all handball, you can all kick, you can bounce the ball. So we practice a lot of these things at training, high marking, and it really stands out. When you watch our girls with space, they take off into space. I reckon you have probably 4 or 5 bounces in one run in the grand final. So to have that confidence to take off and literally run half a ground with a footy from full back, which is obviously a lot of pressure down there, just goes to show she's awesome. They're all awesome.
Obviously, Ben, it's awesome to have you on the show, and obviously this is the 3rd time now we've done. And I think we were saying this before we came on that it seemed to be an every year thing we've had with the Bulldogs. Except for obviously the last 2 years went in a bit of hiatus. But anyway, thank you so much for giving up some of your time. And obviously we'll get a chance to interview your players as well shortly. But thank you so much, and hopefully we'll be coming up to Townsville next season to obviously get to meet you and obviously your rest of your amazing team when we head up there sometime next year.
Perfect.
Obviously, we turn our attention to the players now. In particular. So I'm going to get pretty much all you to introduce yourselves and what position did all you play on grand final day?
I'm Ava Cutmore and I play centre half forward or centre half back.
I'm Zoe Panaho and I play fullback.
I'm Tilly Kirshner and I play in the middle.
I'm Maya Till and I play ruck and full forward.
How's the Premiership sunk in since about a month ago now since you've won it?
I think so.
Yeah.
About a month,
Yeah, it was about a month.
It was after having 2 years of a break, not winning grand final. It did suck, but after winning that grand final, because I wasn't even meant to play, it was like a 20-minute before the game. It felt really good to win with all the girls, especially having the young girls playing and having Tilly back down to play after playing for women's. It was good. So I felt it was nice.
Yeah, it was really good to do it as a team and have everyone all together because we've had, lots of girls out and injured or been away or, at states competing. So, yeah, having everyone back for that final game was really, really good.
Who got to hold the cup first with your coach?
Myself and one of our other co-captains. So that was a pretty cool moment.
Okay, you almost pretty much just answered my next question I was going to ask. How good was it to hold the cup first? And then the second part of that question is, were you worried that you were going to drop the cup or were you worried that you were going to get crushed by your teammates once you hoist the cup up?
I think I was just worried I was going to fall off the stage,
Oh.
like standing on. Because I was, shaking a little bit. And then obviously when everyone ran onto the stage, it was, pretty crazy. But I think I was just worried I was going to fall off more than anything.
So when you said you were worried they were going to fall off the stage, were you like at the back about to fall off the stage?
At the front, but then everyone, when we all ran up onto the
Okay.
stage to get our photos together, everyone was behind us and pushing us, and because we were all so excited. So yeah.
Now, for all four of you, did either you get a chance to either kiss the cup or drink from it?
We weren't. No,
We didn't drink from it,
We
but
weren't, yeah.
I gave it a kiss after.
you did.
Yeah.
Just for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask this question as well. How long did you wear your medals around your necks for? And did any of you sleep with it? Be honest.
I actually did sleep with mine on.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I did because I wasn't meant to play, so I was like, okay, we'll just sleep with it on.
I think I just wore mine for the rest of the day, pretty much, with my jersey.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, we just wore it for the rest of the day, but then took it off before we went to sleep.
I actually lost mine on the day, so
Oh. So I need to ask this. I'm assuming you got your medal back by the sounds of that.
oh, it's Ben's. It's our coaches.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Spare medal.
Well, did any of you get a chance to bite on your medal? And if so, was it pure gold on the day?
I did not bite mine.
I did.
I think I did.
Yeah. I got a
In our
few
photos.
photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few photos of us biting the medals, so yeah.
Can see the flag behind you as well. Who got to hold the flag in the photo?
I did actually.
Yeah, I think Maya
She did.
and I think another girl who I don't think she's here at the moment, but yeah, it was Maya and another girl that held the flag.
Now, did either of you get a chance to wear it as a cape or take it home and use it as a blanket?
My
I wore it as a cape, but that's about it.
Any of the others?
no.
No. I think I wore it around my neck for a little bit, but that was it.
I think Ben took it home. Pretty
Yeah.
sure Ben took it home. He might have slept with it. Ben, did you sleep with the flag?
Hey?
Did you use the flag as a blanket?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ben used
Ben used the flag as a blanket.
What have the four of you learnt from each other on and off the field?
I don't actually. They all got different things. I learned that Maya can definitely attack the ball a lot. Like not being rude to the other girls, but out of all the older girls who played for years, seeing Maya playing my team for the first time, she better than me most of the time. Like she just jumped. Tilly, she just runs the whole field. She doesn't care. They could be 3 times the size of her. And then Zoe just runs the field. She just doesn't care. She'll get out of the way and she bounces the ball down the field. And just
Yeah,
runs.
you can always count on Zoe. Be too lazy to run down that hole.
Yeah.
Zoe will always get it.
She'll always hold the back line so they don't get a goal. She'll always jump, hit the ball, whatever. She somehow, don't know how it happens, but she always stops that ball from going into that goal.
Yeah, I think we all learnt a bit from each other. From Maya, I definitely learnt to just chill out a bit. Games can be stressful and Maya's always just there to have a good time. So I think that's definitely what she's taught me. Tilly has taught me a lot skill wise, which doesn't really count off the field, but I think just, slowing down my play and paying attention to everything has helped. And then Ava's just Ava. Ava just helps with everything. She's just
Just everywhere.
just everywhere. She's just, gives you advice when you need it. When you're upset about something, she just tells you to get over it because we've got a game to play. So she just, yeah.
What does the sport of football mean to the four of you, and especially being part of the Bulldogs?
It's just taught me to really enjoy being around all my friends and as a sport come together and play and just really enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah. For me, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. So I think it's just taught me to, slow down. And when I'm at footy, it's, a good opportunity to just relax and forget about everything else, have fun with my friends, because that's what it is. Like, this year I think we've all been really, really close with each other. So I think to me, footy just means to slow down and chill out and, have the opportunity, just have fun and be with our friends.
Yeah, I think pretty much the same as what Zoe and Tilly said. It's definitely taught me a lot about how to play and made new connections. Like seeing all the younger girls come up, you learn things from them, they learn things from you. It's all a big whole circle. You can learn things from, I don't know, younger girls, all people. It just doesn't matter, and it's just for fun and stuff.
I just love having older girls to look up to. These three, always there, always there, on the field and all. And it's just a good place. The coaches, the other team, everyone's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've built a lot of mutual respect for everyone over the season, and it's always even I think myself, Tilly, and Ava have all been playing for a while, but I think we've learnt something from Maya and from Renee and Darcy and from the other younger girls on our team. So yeah, you all learn something from each other, so it's really good.
So I'm sure some of you or most of you have won premierships already in the last couple of seasons. So which one of those premierships means a little bit more than the others?
I would say this year, probably, or the first year, but mainly this year, because having all the new girls come up. We used to be all one big group, everybody knew each other, it was the same team for 3 years in a row. But now it's come up. I feel it's more special, let them learn things and win with them. So I just thought this year was more special than the other years.
For me, I think it was probably my first year winning a premiership because that was pretty cool. Never won after playing for a couple of years, never won one, and then I finally won one, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Not me. This is mine.
Well, this is actually my first year winning, so I sounds good, especially to share with them.
Yeah, this is my first year winning a premiership as well. So yeah, it was pretty cool doing it with all the people that I love and call my friends. So yeah.
Tell us about your amazing premiership coach, Ben, who we just had before.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's good. I think to some of us, he's a role model as well as a coach.
Definitely.
He's someone you can look up to, and he doesn't just give you advice about footy or what you need to improve on, but he gives you life advice. If you're struggling or you just need someone to talk to, he's there and he gives you a big hug, and yeah, he's pretty cool coach. So
he can have a good laugh as well. He just a funny guy.
Yeah.
Do either of you have a future ambition in the sport of football, as silly as that question sounds?
Maya. I think out of the three of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to play AFLW when I'm older. Everyone, including Ben, is pushing me to get to that, and it's good having Ben there to help me with that. So yeah.
I definitely did a couple of years ago, but I've just focused on other things other than AFL. I feel that's that'll be an option, but I've got backup options. So
it used to be more competitive, and now I just kind of do it for fun now.
Yeah,
definitely.
Do either of you have a favorite AFLW player that you look up to, or try to pan your game after?
Meeting the two AFLW sons,
Daisy Darcy and Mira Garvin.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. Mira Gerben was really cool to meet. I spoke to her quite a bit. She was really nice. She listened to you, and she was really keen to like talk about footy and future, and whether or not we would want to be AFLW players. I didn't really speak to Daisy Darcy that much, but she was also really lovely. So
Yeah. Daisy's from Townsville as well, so I think she's a big role model for the girls in Townsville to see that she can make it that far. So can all of us.
Now, what will be your advice to people up in the far north that should get involved in footy, and especially heading down now back to the team that have been most successful team in the competition for the last couple of seasons?
just do it.
Do it, yeah.
Just do it. It's so much fun. Like, and AFL is one of those sports that it doesn't really matter how old you are. You can still just do it and like have fun. Like I joined footy when I was 14, which a lot of people would say, oh, that's kind of old to join a sport, but no, it's not. Like lots of people, we've had heaps of girls in our team that are 16, 17 and just started playing footy this year. So, just do it. Doesn't matter how old you are, what your skill level is. Like, it's really good.
And playing women's as well, you've got like all new girls and they're like so much older compared to like people that have like just started. And like it's just so good to see everyone coming in at different ages and different skill levels, just coming there to play and have fun.
We're going to finish with a couple of light-hearted questions about your teammates. The first part is, who's the comedian, the best singer, and the best dancer on the team?
I think the comedian's probably Linda. She's not here right now, but Linda's definitely our comedian. Singer, probably Ava. She's a great singer.
Yeah.
And then I think our dancer,
Ben.
Ben's a great dancer.
Yeah. Then he gets some
Or maybe our other co-captain Maria. She can bust
around
move.
it.
She can bust a move.
Okay. Now, did the team do a Premiership TikTok dance?
We didn't.
No.
We did. We got lots of photos, but yeah.
No, fair enough. Do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
No, I always listen to music before a game, but I feel like I don't know whether that's a ritual or not, but I suppose everyone does that. But no, just, listening to music and zoning out, especially for the grand final. I think we all just went into our own headspace for a little bit, so yeah.
Who's the responsible one for the speakers? And did the team have a pre-game pump-up song?
Yeah, Tupac.
That's what it was.
I think Maria. Oh, you were definitely on the speaker. Like,
Yeah,
Zoe,
it was you.
yeah, Zoe
We all-
was on the
yeah.
speaker all the time.
Just a bit of a mix of songs, though, like a lot of rap, a lot of, rap, sometimes white girl music. Kind of just depends.
Okay. I need to ask this as well. Do either of you have any good nicknames in the team or in yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our main nickname for one of our girls is for Renee Ford. Her nickname's Rocket. No one ever calls her Renee.
Oh.
But yeah, it's Rocket just because she's really fast and zippy and she gets in there. So yeah, but
I think there was one for me, like against Tigers. I think when I did that, I think that was someone had called me feisty, and then it stuck for like one more game, and then after that, it was just like, oh, like because I just don't. Whatever happens on the field, it just happens, and I just pull girls' hair, just do whatever.
Yeah, but I think Rocket's nickname is like the main one.
Yeah,
pretty
it
much.
definitely sticks.
I'm going to finish with a two-part question. The first part is, describe the team in one word from each of you.
Fun, I reckon.
Special. I said special.
Definitely out there. I'll just say out there. Like everybody is like, oh, let's do it. No, everyone just gets out there.
For me, probably like chaotic.
Yeah,
A team can be a bit chaotic sometimes, in a good way. Maya?
There's a special.
Yeah.
Oh, you're special. You said you're special.
Everyone is special.
Oh, but yeah.
Now the footy season's over. do you miss it now? And I'm sure all four of you be coming back together again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do miss it.
Yeah.
I'll be going back next year. I think us three will be, Tilly.
Yeah, I won't be able to play under 17s anymore, but I'll be
Sure.
playing with senior women. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But
Maybe 17s.
yeah, I'll still be playing 17s. But yeah, us three will be. Yeah, I think we do miss it. So it's good to like get together today, like we are, see everyone. So yeah.
Okay, I promise this was the last question, and I'm glad that the four you mentioned that just before on that last question. What made this team so special throughout the year?
I don't know. I think we all just click.
Yeah.
We all just get along really well, and it's quite a mix of people and age groups and personalities. Like we've got quiet girls, we've got lots of outgoing girls, we've got girls that just break into song and dance in the middle of nowhere. So it's a really good mix of people, but I think that's what makes it so special. We all just jam really well with each other. So
I feel like the younger girls definitely helped a lot with it because everyone just go along with them. They go along with us. Like there was no awkwardness. It was just everybody just clicked.
It's more of a family than a team.
Yeah.
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 All four of you, it's been awesome having all four of you on the show. Congratulations on winning the Premiership and bringing the cup back to where it belongs, back at the Bulldogs. They're up in Townsville, and well done. Congratulations, and can't wait to head up there to Townsville next year, and hopefully get to meet all of you again, and especially get to watch you in action next year.
Yeah, that would be great.
Sounds
Thank you so
great.
much.
Thank you.
No worries. And of course, if you want to get out there to the kennel and obviously watch these amazing girls in action next year, either in the 17s or in the senior women's team, because we'll put the details up on how you can get involved with one of the most successful clubs up there in Townsville. There's more on the Smash Sport Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.